Hello, my dear. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. How are you today? You know how this works. Don't forget, though, this is not an exact science. We communicate the best way we can, so you may have to stretch it outside the box a little bit. It's not always exact to the gnat's ass detail. So, anyway, we're going to talk to your great aunt. She wants to be called Mimi. So, where'd I go with you? I lost you. She wants to be called Mimi. So, okay, she's validating Latin heritage. She's going like this is more Mexican. So, she's going like cucaracha, and she's got the maracas. So I don't know how many. Oh, good gosh, I'm going to say the wrong. I won't be politically correct. I'll get in trouble saying the wrong name the wrong way. Which nationality for sure? More than one uses maracas. I have no clue. But she's validating herself with that. Yep. All right. She's cooking something, but she's not in a kitchen. At least not right now. She's cooking something. Where are you? Did she used to cook like in a church basement or church dinners or some kind of not in a kitchen at home, but someplace else too. And she's got this huge pot. Well, that might be exaggerated. Huge pot, but it looks like it's like in a basement of a church or something like that. Anyway, and she's stirring it. And it's some kind of darker liquid, but it's more, I want to say ethnic dish. I don't have a clue what it is or what it would be. Kind of like chili. And it could be chili, but she said something about ethnic before that. So, and I can't even smell it. So I am not sure what it is, but anyway, hopefully that rings a bell with you or somebody. She says, caring is sharing. Caring is sharing. So see now I'm leaning towards that church basement again. Like a, and it would have to be more than one time in her life that she did this, or you wouldn't have a clue. It had to be something you heard about. Like a benefit dinner, like let's say somebody had a fire in their home and they had a benefit dinner in the church basement, or maybe something for the homeless, or that type of deal. She's kind of making a big deal out of it, trying to validate that that's her, that's something she did, and she's going, or I can't even do it right. Oh, good grief. It's dark and dreary here today. Boy, this is kind of dark here. That's not even right. That's not exactly how she's. Can't I do it? Anyway, something like that, like to perfecto. She kind of. I was just getting ready to say she's really, really jolly, and then she turned around and looked serious. She knew her shit. She knew it. She knew this A, B, and C. She says A, B, and C. And that's just the way it is. A, B, and C. Matter of facto. A, B, and C. But yet, it's almost like two separate people. It's like This is almost a stern, I know, I know, I know, I know, and you're not going to tell me any different. And then this over here is like jolly, jolly, happy, jolly. Love everybody, let's have fun. Maybe not like wild fun, but more like happy-go-lucky. And this is like, I just know. So I don't know exactly how to describe that. Twinkle toes, twinkle toes. Something about you putting on your twinkle toes. Do you have some, have you just been dancing? It won't let anybody go anywhere and go dancing pretty much. And I live in Kansas, a pretty open state. Or at least we are here. We're rednecks. We don't give a shit. We do what we want. But we still don't have any dance places open in particular that I know of. So I'm not, something about putting on your twinkle toes. So I don't know if you have some happy shoes that maybe you call them twinkle toes, or maybe you feel like you have twinkle toes when you wear them. She's almost showing me little pointy toe shoes. Okay, don't know where she's going with this. She's not explaining. She says, don't you be too serious all the time. She's giving you the look. The look. Hate those, but I give them. Don't you be too serious all the time. Mm-mm. Now she says, the nest, N-E-S-T, 1, 2, 3. I don't know, did she have 3 kids? There's 3 of you. Not sure. The nest. And she goes 1, 2, 3. Is she on your dad's side of the family? She's making me lean way over on your dad's side of the family. Is your dad around? Is your dad still here? And she's going like this. Like, that's shame on you gesture. But it feels like it's directed at him or somebody really, a male really, really super close to him. Or maybe both. I don't feel like it's a big shame on you. Just something. She's not explaining. Yeah, and people don't seem to understand. I can't make them answer questions the way you want to hear it. It's totally up to them. Somebody down the line. Oh, wait a minute. Let's see where this baby fits in. See if she'll tell me where this baby fits in. She is cradling an infant. And she's singing lullaby and goodnight. Now she's humming it. I'm trying to see if this baby is on its way. I don't think it's one that's here unless it just got here, or if this is one that is left. And she's trying to show that she has it with her. She's not being real forthcoming with some information here. Okay, she's passing this baby off. So I'm guessing that it's coming. Like, it's getting ready to come. They get to hold them before they come here. They also get to hold them if they leave when they're infants. She says they cradle their soul and they put a lot of love into their soul. And it's like they're passing this infant around, giving it its soul, its spirit, or something of what it needs before it gets here. So somebody in her lineage, I'm guessing it's in her lineage, she's not saying, but that would don't be the only reason she'd be holding it. Then she passed it off to a male, and now he's passing off to another female. And it's kind of like they're going in a circle, and they're helping give it whatever it needs before it comes down here. So if you know who this is that's expecting, you might watch this baby. Since it's your great aunt, I don't know if you'd have any pictures of it around, of her around, but just, and you may forget about it because I don't think this baby's born yet. Anyway, so when it gets old enough to speak, if you happen to hear it say Mimi or Nina, I think that's, you spelled it Nina, so if I'm saying it right, or even Marie, since that was her name. It's sitting there talking, playing, maybe feeding a cookie to the air, and you hear it say one of those names, then you'll know for sure. But that will be a while before it can be old enough to say that. Unless she's showing what happened. Unless this child's old enough now, and they're just showing what they did before the baby got here. I know that's kind of vague. Can't help it. She's not explaining enough. Sandpaper. Something is rough like sandpaper. She's talking about somebody's. She's not talking about actual sandpaper. She's talking about somebody's demeanor, somebody's attitude, somebody's character. Excuse me. Characteristics. Rough like sandpaper. She says, but you know, the sandpaper has a really rough side, and then it has a smooth, can't talk with my teeth, smooth side. So even though it's a male, so even though this male is a little smoother on the inside, still a little rough. And I'm not sure why she's mentioning this. She says because we need to. Hierophant. That's usually a, she had some kind of knowing. She had some kind of knowing, like, I don't know if she was just a really strong empath, a little psychic. Hierophant. Go look up the Hierophant card. For some reason, she's mentioning that to you. I don't even know what that means. I dabble in cards, but I don't ever remember what they are. That's why I can't do regular tarot. Oh, good grief, she's making me itch. I feel like I got the heebie-jeebies. She says, Car, C-A-R, what color do you want? Just What color do you want? Are you looking for a car? Are you looking for a newer car? She says, first you have to decide what color you want. What color do you want? I'll tell you how I manifested my truck. That's what she's getting at. Decide what kind, what color, how you want to pay for it, and options you want. I've done that the last 2 trucks. And they both literally ended up just blocks from me. The one I had before this, I had 3 colors I'd picked out. I said, I want one of these colors. I want this kind of truck. Literally driving down the road, and 2 of the colors I picked out, these 2 trucks were side by side on the front of the lot. Went, slammed on my brakes in the middle of the street, went, holy crap, it worked. So I went and picked one because it was brought to me. What color car do you want? You may not get every single thing that you ask for when you pick it out, but go ahead and describe it, the options, the color, transmission, if that's what, sunroof, doesn't matter. For some reason, she's bringing that up. So they even upgraded me. They got me one with more than what I'd asked for. Okay, she's showing you like walking down the sidewalk. Doesn't have to have been when you walk down the sidewalk. If you're walking down the sidewalk and you keep looking over your shoulder like you feel like somebody's following you. She says she has twice. Doesn't have to be on the sidewalk. That's just where she's showing it. It could be anywhere, and you're walking along. You keep feeling like, who's here? Who's here? Says she has twice. She's not saying when, how long ago. She's doing the curtsy to you now. I don't know what she's doing. She's kind of flipping around. So a curtsy is an honor. It's out of respect. So take the curtsy as she respects you. She thinks highly of you. I don't want to say she bows down to you because she's not bowing. Okay, it's funny I can't prove it now, but anyway, she asked me to pull a release card, which they do sometimes. And this is from her to you. But as I was shuffling, I was going to tell you that she had a knowing, she had a little bit of an empath thing going on, a little bit of intuition going on. I can't tell if it was huge, but anyway, she had some. She says you do too. So it's funny because I was getting all that from her as I was shuffling, and this card came out. This is the one that came out. Surrender to your intuition. Tune into your inner voice. Be aware of any gut feelings, flashes, knowings, or aha moments that come through to guide you. So trust your gut. Trust that. Oh, shit. Well, that looks terrible. It's kind of dingy in here today, so I hope you can... Holy crap, Rhonda, hold still. I hope you can pause that enough to read it. Trust your gut. She's wanting you to trust your gut. Quit downing yourself. Quit Quit doubting when you get a feeling. Quit doubting. And if you want some help, call on her. I'm sure you've heard me say before, of course, you know that they can hear you and see you, but I'm sure you probably heard me say before, if you want help with something down here, don't call Uncle Joe. He didn't have a pot to piss in to help you with your finances. So what was she good at? So evidently she was good at tapping into this a little bit, even though I don't want to even say she dabbled in it, but she just kind of knew that she knew, if that makes sense. Which kind of goes back to the beginning of the reading. I know, I know, I know. I know. Remember at the beginning of the reading, and then over here she was real jovial and happy and kind of bouncy. she's she's making herself skinny, really skinny. She says, I can do that now. I always wanted to be slimmer. I can do that now. But you wouldn't have recognized me if I'd done that when I came in. You would have thought you had the wrong one. But I can do it now. Look at me go. Go, go, go. Hey, she's giggling. She's all excited for herself. And she wants you to be that way. She wants you to be excited for yourself, about yourself, about who you are and what you are. She says, you know that fire, wish I could talk, fiery spirit that us Latins have? Or she said Latin. She wants you to pull that little spark of that heritage out of you and get that fire going. Oh, now she's going. I mean, she's not even saying anything. She's just like going 100 miles an hour, like she says, pull some of that out. Pull it out. Pull it out. Use it. Make it work for you, not against you. Crime Stoppers. Crime Stoppers? Did you just see a crime happen or something? She just said the word Crime Stoppers, and I don't know what. I don't know what she's referring to. Hopefully you do. She's showing me fire. Did you just see something on fire? You had to call the fire department? She's not saying you're going to have a fire in your house. It's not a warning for you. It's not that your house is going to burn down or anything. This feels more like a casual thing, more like you would be walking by somewhere and happen to see something on fire and call the fire department or something along that line. But she's calling it a crime. If you see somebody setting something on fire they're not supposed to. But she's not making it feel like it's life-threatening to anybody or going to burn your personal house down or anything like that. So don't get worried. Could be somebody setting a pile of leaves on fire when it's a no burn time. Don't forget your heritage. Again, she says, use it. Don't forget your heritage, use it. It's simple as that. You have a lot of character, and you are a character. Okay, now it's something about hop, hop, hop along. Hop, hop, hop along. Something about Easter. And Easter's coming what? Is this coming Sunday is Palm Sunday, so Easter would be the next Sunday. Something coming up around Easter. Something really good coming up around Easter. Something very happy. Sometimes I wish they weren't so vague. Okay, she's showing something different. I've never seen this before, and it's a good idea, and I'll forget to do it. Like, go to the mirror and ask yourself, how are you? No, how are you really? How are you? Really, really, really. And she wants you to dig into that. How are you? Waiting for her to elaborate. Don't leave me hanging. Don't leave me hanging, Aunt Mimi. She says, actually have a conversation with that person in the mirror. Like, pretend like that person in the mirror is your best friend. And I'm not even saying, like, sometimes I do tell people, make yourself your best friend. She's making me itch. She's getting closer. But just pretend like that's Susie. Susie in the mirror. Your best friend, Susie. How would you ask your best friend, Susie? How are you? Are you really okay? What's wrong? Tell me all about it. And would you talk shit to her like you talk to yourself? We all do it. We all talk shit to ourselves. We're harder on ourselves than we are anybody else. But our best friend, we wouldn't. Most of the time. Once in a while, they need what's the word I want to use? Not enlightenment, kick in the ass, down to earth truth. That's not the words I want to use, darn it. So I hope you know what I mean. You know, sometimes you just gotta lay it on the line, even to your best friend. But that's not what she's talking about doing here. You wouldn't kick your best friend when she's down. You wouldn't talk shit to your best friend when she's down, and it would make her worse. You wouldn't beat her up mentally when she's down. She's wanting you to treat that person in the mirror like a totally separate person, like an actual other person. That's very interesting. And that's really not a bad idea. So go look in the mirror. And I know I've done mirror work before. When I first started this work, I went through some kind of exercise where they told me I had to go to the mirror, take a piece of paper and a pen. And I don't remember how many minutes I was supposed to sit there and not take my eyes off my eyes. Well, except to scribble on the paper. And write down, what did we do? Write down what I saw, what I felt. Couldn't be all bad. Had to put it down good too. And actually dig into those eyes. And I bawled, and I bawled, and I bawled. So this is kind of similar, but this is not you in the mirror. This is your best friend. You are not making best friend of yourself. Oh my goodness, I hope I'm explaining this right, because I know what she's talking about. I know what she wants me to get across. So just pretend like that's not you in the mirror. That's not you. That's your best friend, Susie, or whatever you want to call her. Doesn't matter what you call her. And say, oh, but your hair does look pretty. Why do you say your hair doesn't look pretty? But your hair looks beautiful. Isn't that what you would tell your best friend if she was feeling down about her hair? Or, no, your butt doesn't look big in those jeans. You look perfect the way you are. Isn't that what you would tell your best friend if she was kind of feeling bad, down, or something? She wants you to tell your best friend, Susie, or whoever, in the mirror, those nice things. Ooh, I like that. We get all kinds of cool advice from them. That's why I just let them talk. Because they know what we need to hear, not always what we want to hear. She says, you are a beautiful person. You absorb too much of other people's shit. You still haven't learned how not to do that. And I'm pretty sure I've told you before about the bubbles. Protection bubble, grounding yourself to the earth. If you don't know that, get on YouTube. There's a zillion videos on doing that. Cleansing yourself, saging yourself, all that stuff. Okay, with that, she's going to leave because she wants you to start using that exercise. Or what I tell people is, if you don't have time to stand there and look in the mirror, every time you walk by the mirror, us women, we always check ourselves when we walk by a mirror. We kind of check it. When you walk by and you check yourself, go, I love you. Get up in the morning, brush your teeth. We don't really look at ourselves in the mirror. We look at the toothbrush. We're standing in front of the mirror. We look at our hair like I'm doing right now. And, but we don't actually look at ourselves. So, you brush your teeth tomorrow morning, look up, look at yourself, go, I love you. You're a beautiful person. Yeah, so try that friend in the mirror thing. I've never ever heard of anything like that. Even if I write it down, I'll lose it. Okay, much love to you, my dear. She's leaving. She's a little fireball. She's dancing. And she's still skinny. She's skinny and younger. Because she says, because I can. And she's dancing. She's dancing. Not real wild, but beautiful energy. She's dancing her way out. She says, because I can. Okay, much love to you, my dear. I kind of spread these readings out. I know this one took a little longer, but I spread them out, did other ones in between because that way I felt like if they had advice for you like this, like she had at the end of this, it just works better for me if I let that one give you advice and then I go do you other readings and then I let the next person give you advice if they have advice for you. And I don't even remember what the other one said, but it just works better instead of doing a boom, 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 boom. And then I would just maybe have all the same advice, kind of, sort of. I don't know if that makes sense. So anyway, I just kind of spread them out. I just thought the readings would work better for you. Okay, much love to you, my dear. See you later. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, or oracle card advisor, paranormal. I cannot make these teeth work. Paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. Later.